Hello, welcome to the Family Wellness Programme. This programme is supported by Healthy Ireland, Pobble and the Longford Westmeath SIPSI. My name is Ruth Kelly and I am a positive health coach and I'm delighted to be here with you today. Today I'm going to talk about exercise and fitness. Some of you may have met me before and you know I'm extremely interested in lifestyle medicine, which is a holistic approach to health and well-being, and it's based on 6 pillars. These are 6 areas in our life that if we work on and improve even a tiny piece, we can improve our health and well-being. The first pillar is sleep, so they recommend that we would get between 7 and 9 hours sleep a night. The second is nutrition, so they would recommend whole foods, mainly plants, and not too much food. So minimize the amount of processed foods that we eat and try and get your 5 to 7 fruit and veg a day. The third pillar is socialization. So if we can engage in meaningful relationships and spend time with people who lift us up and who are good for us, not people who pull us down. The fourth is to have meaning and purpose in our life. That means what gets you out of bed. And I'm hoping that after today, you'll find going for a little bit of exercise will be one of the things that help to get you out of bed in the morning. The fifth is to be very careful of risky substances, such as alcohol and drugs. And the sixth and final one, which is my favourite, I have to say, I think we get our biggest bang for our buck, is exercise. The benefits of exercise are enormous. Exercise can help prevent over 21 diseases. It can help us manage over 35 diseases. For example, exercising can help prevent or manage type 2 diabetes, prevent or manage people getting cardiovascular disease, which means heart attacks or strokes. It can help strengthen our bones, strengthen our muscles, improve our mood, and help us control depression. So the benefits to exercise are enormous. Now, everyone exercises at a different level. Some of you may be very fit and do plenty, and some may not do so much at all, and that's okay. Wherever you are is okay. From today, I just want to share a couple of little things with you, and if you could increase the amount of exercise you do from whatever your level is today, that's going to be a win. If any of you were on my course before, you would have heard me talk about BJ Fogg's Tiny Habits Method. And that is where if we want to bring in a new positive habit, we identify the behavior we want. So for the purpose of today's talk, it's exercise. And take me, for example, during this lockdown, I really wanted to increase my walking because I used to swim a lot and I can't do it now that the pool is closed. So I want to get a walk in, but sometimes when I get up and get on with my day, I'm so busy, I mightn't make the time for it. And in the evening, I don't really feel like it. And here's a little tip. Humans by our nature do not naturally love exercise. Thousands of years ago, we were hunter-gatherers and did have to go out to catch our food and chase our food and get our food. Now we don't. So if you are someone who doesn't like exercise and doesn't feel like doing it, you're normal. That is normal. There is a small percentage of people who love and can't wait to get going with their exercise, but that is a smaller percentage of the people. So most people do not like to exercise and do not feel, oh my God, I want to go and do this. Most people are thinking, oh my God, I don't want to do this. However, everybody will feel better for having done it. Because when we exercise, our brain releases endorphins and happy hormones that make us feel better. So it's funny, if you're feeling in a low mood and you're struggling, maybe one of the kindest things you could do for yourself is actually to go for a walk. Or to get out in the fresh air, go for a little run, or whatever form, or turn on the music, do a little dance, whatever form of exercise it is that you like. And again, just as we start this, I want to say to you, be kind to yourself. A tiny increase in exercise can have a big effect on you if you don't do much exercise at all. And if you exercise a lot already, good job. But remembering, if you're coming from very low base, even a tiny improvement can have good benefits. So be kind to yourself and don't judge yourself too harshly if you're not doing it, but try and start now. Okay, so what are the recommendations for exercise? Well, the World Health Organization would recommend that we do 12 or 150 minutes of moderate exercise a week. So that's like a good walk, a walk where we can just about talk and we're getting our body temperature up. We'll be a little bit sweaty after it and feel a little bit warmer for having done it. So that's 150 minutes a week. We could break that down to 3 times a week, 50 minutes, or you could do about 20 minutes a day or 25 minutes a day. And remember, if you're someone who at the moment is doing none, even to do a 2-minute walk a day will be an increase and a benefit to you. And you can have a knock-on benefit to all of those other 5 pillars, which will then in turn enhance your well-being. For example, so if I exercise even 5 minutes more a day than I'm doing already, I may find I sleep better. And when I sleep better, I feel better. When I feel better, I eat better. When I eat better, I socialize better. So it can all have a knock-on effect. So even to do one tiny thing, positive thing, can change how we're feeling. And we all know that life is very difficult at the moment, and some people have a lot of challenges. And I know some of you have a lot of challenges. So if there is one little thing that you could take out of this talk that could help to make things easier or better for you, that would be fantastic. But again, be kind to yourself. If you want to start this exercise habit, if you slip off it, it doesn't matter, you start again. So the recommendation, as I said, is 150 minutes of moderate exercise a week. It's 2 sessions, 2 10-minute sessions of resisted exercise. Resisted exercises means doing it with weights. So you can use little weights or going to the gym, or if you don't have that facility or don't want to make that facility, you can even use your body weight at home against a table and do push-ups and do squats and lunges and try and do the plank. So there's lots of little exercises you can do at home, little resisted exercises that you can do at home that will help build up your muscle tone, because from the age of 30 to 40, we begin to lose muscle tone. And the third thing is not to sit for too long. Sitting really is the new smoking. So it's very good to break up our sitting. So if you're watching a program and on the television and there's a break, stand up. And even when you stand up, just stand up and stretch up, or even do 3 sit to standing, or whatever exercise you choose, but move. So move frequently. And then the lovely thing about it is, if you start moving frequently, consider yourself an active person, to be an active person, because we become who we think we are. And if you decide, well, I am an active person, my name is Ruth Kelly and I am active. And active doesn't mean you have to be running the marathon, it just means that you're active. And it may even really mean you're a little bit more active than you were yesterday. That is a wonderful thing. So if you consider yourself an active person, you will be more likely to exercise than if you don't. And whether that just means parking the car further away from the shopping, carrying in the shopping, whatever it is, just be as active as you can. And now if you want to start a new activity, I'm going to remind you of B.J. Fogg's Tiny Habits method. And there are 4 little steps to that. The first is you identify the behavior you want. So for example, with me, I want to walk. And I want to walk in the morning. So then you make it super tiny and super easy. So I want to walk in the morning. I'm going to walk for 5 minutes every morning. And I'm going to walk outside because I know I'll get the benefit of the daylight. And that can help set my circadian rhythm, which is my body clock for when I wake up and when I go to sleep. It can actually help me sleep better and feel better by getting daylight in the morning time. So I'm going to walk for 5 minutes outside. I've identified the behavior. I make it super tiny and super easy. And then I piggyback it onto an already existing habit. So I'm going to piggyback it onto after I have had my breakfast. So after I've had my breakfast, I will walk outside for 5 minutes and I will celebrate. We change best by feeling good. So anytime you do a little bit of exercise, give yourselves a pat on the back. Celebrate in whatever way you like. You can just say good job, well done, or whatever it is you want to say. So if they say you want to bring in the weights as a habit, you might decide that after I turn on the kettle, I will do the exercises with my arm, with my weights and with my arms, or whatever it is. Or you may decide after I go to the toilet, I will tighten my pelvic floor. So just identify the behavior you want, whether it's your resisted exercises, whether it's the walking, whether it's running. Identify the behavior, make it super tiny and super easy. Piggyback it onto an already existing behavior. So after I wash my teeth, I will do 2 push-ups. So piggyback it onto an existing routine and celebrate. So the 4 points are: identify the behavior, make it super tiny and super easy. Piggyback it on to an already existing behavior, and then celebrate. In summary, today, I just wanted to point out to you that the benefits of exercise are huge. By just increasing the amount you exercise can make a big difference to your health and well-being. Be easy on yourself, be compassionate to yourself. If you don't do it today, don't worry, try again tomorrow. And remembering that even just a little bit makes a difference. And consider yourself to be an active person going forward from today, and celebrate every little tiny positive thing that you do and feel good, because we change best by feeling good. Have a great day.